What is going on, my friend? Vitai the Bean is here, and welcome to another episode of today's in Crypto Show. So, how do you feel right now amidst the crypto market meltdown and crashes? Bitcoin, Ethereum down more than 30% on the week. It's been absolutely a brutal week, and in this video, I want to discuss: have we reached the bottom for Bitcoin and Ethereum after we've seen today some kind of rally? We can call it a relief rally in the price action of Bitcoin and Ethereum in the market, or we have more pain to come. What are the probabilities for that? What are the levels we are looking at? Let's discuss that. Of course, also what's happening with the other altcoins in the market. So finally, we are seeing some kind of a relief rally for the crypto space. Bitcoin dipped to as much as $17,500 on some exchanges at the night yesterday, and we tried to fall today, but we have a little bit of a relief rally right now. But how strong it really is, you can see the volume currently is not that much. And looking overall at the weekly, we are below the 200 weekly moving average, and historically we already discussed that we have seen tremendous amount of respect to this 200 week moving average, to this line being supported here during December 2018, and when we crash a little bit below it, historically it's been between 15 to 30% crash below the 200 weeks moving average, like it happened here during the coronavirus crash. So that would put it, we're right now already below 29% below. That is approximately $15,800. Now we already got to $17,500, which is approximately around 21%. So the question remains right now: have we reached the bottom for Bitcoin, or more pain is yet to come? And to answer this question, we'll really need to take a look at what is going to happen next week. Are we going to see a violent relief rally to the upside and closing the weekly candle above $22,800 for Bitcoin, or at least above $22,500? If we are going to achieve that in the next 7 days, then in fact we might have just found a bottom in this market for Bitcoin price, which coincides with a lot of other indicators that we've been seeing. However, it is too early to judge and to say, because we are in the midst of the candle. So we need to be patient, we need to be waiting, and because of so many people that are out there talking about Bitcoin crashing to $13,000 to $10,000, don't pay attention too much, because you need to see what's more realistic, what's more probable to happen. We already have a lot of blood in the streets. We already altcoins down 80, 85, 90%. So the question remains right now: will Bitcoin hold to these levels? And looking at the crypto fear and greed index, we are printing for the second day in a row extreme levels of fear at 6, which is absolutely not something that we have seen in the past. I mean, the lowest we have seen this indicator since the beginning of this indicator was at 5 briefly, and right now we're at 6. And remember, the best time to buy is when the market is in extreme fear, like we have right now. There's the best buying opportunities of your life. While the market is super greedy, that's when you want to sell. Right now the market is in extreme fear right now. So does it mean that Bitcoin is going to go even lower? Not necessarily, and historically we've been very well supported by this 200 weekly moving average line. So overall, we can see that a little bit of relief rally today for Bitcoin and Ethereum. If we measure from Ethereum falling to $880, completely smashed. We've seen a relief rally to 22% approximately. very volatile markets right now. The market is searching what is going to be the bottom. Did we see the bottom or not see the bottom yet? Is more pain yet to come? I want to offer you some perspective in this video. But first, let's talk about some of the news. You know, we are seeing a crash in the entire crypto markets, primarily because of more fears of a recession is here, the interest rate hike of 0.75%, and more of these interest rate hikes are going to come, which means that everybody that has loans right now or consider to take loans in the future to stimulate the buying, the spending, etc., is going to get much more difficult to do, and much higher interest rate, which means that the economy goes into recession. And we see the FANG stocks, the Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google, shedding a combined $3.3 to $8 trillion this year. So this is quite a brutal scenario. And the market of all blockchain assets shrank at some point to $844 billion. Massive losses. And we see in the atmosphere what's happening. Terra Luna, you know, collapsed in May, shedding billions of dollars now. They're facing a class action suit. Then we see Coinbase is facing a class action suit over unstable stablecoins, Terra USD, for not doing enough due diligence and listing Terra USD stablecoin and having people lose money in unstable stablecoins. So you see how the market is right now. It's pretty crazy. But you need to be aware and do the opposite of the herd. What everybody is right now screaming for, Bitcoin prices is going to go lower and lower and lower. This is exactly the time where you should be aggressively buying the dips, because we may never see prices this before. But let's discuss. Okay, we are well into a bear market right now. This is from a Wealth Mastery report, and it may last a lot longer. If things are looking bad now for a coin, chances are they will only get worse as the financial pressure, social pressure, boredom, and general despair of the bear market increases. If you're buying altcoins now or in the near future, then think about some of the above factors and remember, there is no rush. Bear markets can last longer than you expect. It might last half a year. Chances are you will have plenty of time to get those coins you like on the cheap. Remember too that even if a coin looks awesome and ticks all the boxes, it can still fail terribly. So don't put all your eggs in one altcoin basket. Founders will abandon projects, tech updates will stop coming, liquidity will dry up. In short, not all coins are going to survive the bear market. So keep that in mind. There is a lot of coins, altcoins out there. Not everybody is going to survive. And looking at some metric, which is the altcoin domination, I want to show you something. This altcoin domination metric is shedding some light towards where altcoins may face further downside. And you can see right here the altcoin bear market bottom singles, the altcoin market cap domination. You can see whenever we fall below this purple on RSI, that's where we really get the altcoin slaughtered, really get some the best juicy prices for altcoins ever, epic prices. So we are not quite there yet. We still have room to grow according to this metric, right? When the RSI is below 50, this is when the downtrend accelerates in search for a bottom. Altcoin RSI is the time still above 50. So we still have room to grow, to go down for the altcoins. So just be careful about that. So you can see none of those bear market bottom signals are satisfied, even though many altcoins have retraced minus 85% to minus 95%. While the upside and downside wicks are a natural fluctuation on the chart, I feel this is a very useful indicator to keep in mind. And because altdom has been hanging about at current levels for a long time now, there is a chance that altdom will come crashing down all at once in an accelerator wave. How much could it retrace? Below the purple box is when the altdom needs to go to start searching for a macro bottom. Now we're talking about altcoins. So in this regard, it's I would not be rushing right now, in other words, to pick up the altcoins right now, as we may see some further lower price action for these altcoins, essentially. As the macro bottom is finding its macro bottom in the altcoin arena. If so, then what to do? Pick up some Ethereum, pick up some Bitcoin, but DCA, dollar cost average. Not go all in once, right? In one scoop, because we might see some prices lower, where you can buy some more lower Bitcoin, some more lower Ethereum. Okay, so those two coins. And once again, let's look at it, how next week is going to close. Are we going to close above the 200-week moving average like we had here? Okay, and like we have here, or we're going to close below it. Now next week will tell us everything and will give us clues whether or not we should really anticipate Bitcoin to find support around the $13,000, $14,000 area, this area right here, or we already see this bottom, which is like 20% below the 200 weekly moving average, and it's time to consolidate and move on to new highs. So the next week is going to tell us this fact. Okay, so that's what I want to share with you today. Hopefully you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of today's